What is up, you guys? It's me, Sage, and today we're gonna be discussing a bunch of different topics. First and foremost, me and the boys went for an arm day. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty dope experience. And yeah, it was pretty fun, man. It was pretty fun. It's always nice, hanging with the boys and just having the conversations in between and pushing each other to, yeah, the brotherhoods that form within the gym are always pretty fun when you meet the people that have the same type of schedule. First and foremost, I know, weird to be on top of the list, but yeah, it's important too. And also the same sort of work ethic as you. Maybe they're not as hungry as you, maybe they're not as but the type of people who do push themselves, the type of people who do tell you to push yourself and push you to push yourself is very important to me. Okay, now to what this thingy is about. Okay, first and foremost, what I wanted to talk about was me letting my skin get darker and why. Okay, first of all, it's not that I want my skin to get darker. It's just a result of what I'm trying to do. Um, I'm obviously trying to increase my natural testosterone production as much as I possibly can. So it's eating right, it's sleeping. Oh, it's eating right, getting enough sunlight, which is very important because it like as a black person whose skin has adapted to like through my genetics, my skin is more adapted to like protecting me from the sun, basically. So because of that, it's very easy for me to be vitamin D deficient. Therefore, me getting as much sunlight as possible is gonna help me build muscle, help me recover, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm probably gonna get darker in the next couple of whatever. But yeah, it's about to get dark in here. Also, second, what is a great T-shirt? Now, for me, in my humble opinion, a great T-shirt should be like this one. This is a pretty freaking good T-shirt, but it's not the best, but it's a pretty freaking good T-shirt. Why? Because as you can see, it's really snug around the arms and the shoulders, and also around the chest area. As you can see, you know, it's really snug around all the right places, and then down here, it's not as tight. Like it's not like my abs are not popping through like they are now. It's just hanging loose, and then it's keeping everything tight, it's keeping everything firm. Therefore, the main focus of me when you look at me from from bottom to top usually is what you're gonna see when you get up here is obviously you know but also the fact that because my t-shirt is fitting me so great, it's like you're gonna see the arms, you're gonna see the shoulders, you're gonna see the broad shoulders, you're gonna see the nice chest, and that's gonna just primarily speaking most in the most stereotypical way possible, and speaking in like a very like evolutionary sense, like looking back at evolution, how as humans we evolved. People with the bigger arms, the bigger chest, the bigger um, obviously attracted the most mates because that was the person who was most of the time going to be the leader in the group. Like possibly not. Also, you have to consider like their intelligence, stuff like that, and their capability, their maturity, stuff like that. But initially, I'm talking first impression is your body. That's another reason why you should look into exercise, because your first impression before anyone gets to know you is your body, how clean you are, and the type of build. And when you have a certain type of build, it shows people that you are disciplined immediately, straight off the top. It's like, oh, this person takes care of their body, probably. Um, I digress. What I'm here about is this the fit of the t-shirt. Yeah, I was saying how it's good that it's snug over here and a bit looser on everything else because it makes the arms, the delts, the chest really pop out more. And it's very minute differences, but those minute differences make a really big difference in the overall, which is for you ladies, when you're buying your man a t-shirt, try and make sure that it's gonna be snug up here. You know, show that big back, that big chest, those big arms, and then it's more loose fitting, like on the bottom part. Just so the reason why it's more loose fitting on the bottom part is because you want the main focus to be those beach body muscles. You know, abs not included. Even though I do have abs, yeah, it's just it's a better fit for men when it's not super tight, because too tight everywhere is just a really odd look. It's probably gonna be uncomfortable. If it's snug around here and around here, it's comfortable. It looks good. You're gonna feel confident. You're gonna, you know, when it's gripping you just the right way, it gives you that extra little oomph, you know, in your step, which is always a good thing. So now, first thing was the skin darkening, right? The second thing is the t-shirt. And the third thing that I want to give you guys is a tutorial on how to hit your first vacuum. Now, I did my first vacuum yesterday, was it? And yeah, I think I've practiced like maybe twice, three times after that. But yeah, just for me, it's what's on my mind right now. So I want to give that to you guys, how to hit your first vacuum. Now, super easy. What you do is, okay, first of all, the abs. What are the abs? Now you have obviously your obliques, you have your rectus abdominis, which is the six-pack muscle, and then under all of that, there is the transverse abdominis, yeah, which is underneath your rectus abdominis. Now, you need to exercise that. How do you exercise that? That is more of the stabilizing muscle, the muscle you so you can work that through planks, through, you know, stuff like that that needs you the like the roller, you know, the roller thing. Yeah, that works that. Um, and yeah, you need that to pull back and sort of make the vacuum, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that roundabout right about now. Okay, now guys, I might suck at this now because I'm like I kind of had like the shorts. My legs are kind of sore, bro, because I've been working, you know. Yeah, yesterday was leg day, I think. Wasn't really harsh, not as harsh as I usually go, but it was pretty. It's pretty freaking tense, you know. Yeah, especially yesterday, my hand. Yeah, but yeah, it's usually more painful the next day. But when you actually get into it, that's another thing that makes people stop going to the gym, is the immediate effect of like your first workout. After your first workout, you are going to be in pain if you've gone too hard immediately. Now, if you are not a seasoned, at least a little bit seasoned. Like I don't consider myself seasoned. I haven't even been working out for a whole year. You know, I've been on and off, like obviously because of COVID reasons and stuff like that. Otherwise, I would have a full year under my belt. But I still don't consider myself any sort of like seasoned veteran, professional, whatever. I still consider myself very much an amateur, and I still have very much to learn. But as I'm learning, I want you guys to learn with me. That's why I've made this, so that you guys can feed off of me as I am feeding myself, and feeding this as well as feeding this, so we can just be very much just well-rounded people. Now, vacuum. Again, I was saying, disclaimer. I did have quite a lot to drink, and okay, I haven't eaten in a while, but yeah, so there might be some stuff stopping it from being like a really proper vacuum. But okay, it's very easy. First, you just stand, right? Now, what you want to do is you want to let all of your air out, right? So you're going to be pushing, and then what you're going to do is you're going to suck in and breathe in. But as you're breathing in, you're going to keep the air sort of over here. And then you're going to suck in even more, and it's going to be like the first couple are going to be, you know, not very successful. You obviously have to manage that air, make sure that it doesn't go back into the lungs, because then you're not going to be able to, you know, vacuum as much. But yeah, that's something that's a problem. Also, there's going to be a bit of tension over here. But what I found is the more you do it, the more you get used to it, stuff like that. the better you'll get at managing that. Because at first there's a little bit of a pull here, or there's a little bit of tension, you know. But yeah, the more you get used to it, the better you are at it. And that's why I thought I should make this video, because as a beginner, you know, it's fun learning from the pros, but I think we should also take some time to learn from each other, because when you learn from someone who is closer to where you are, you get a certain perspective that maybe the pro has forgotten. Obviously, the pro has pro tips, which is like, okay, hold this in, suck this in a little bit more, stuff like that. But yeah, these are, you know, very very basic tips and very very basic things that, you know, I've picked up and stuff like that. So obviously, stand firm, sort of contract the core a little bit, blow all the air out, then you suck in, hold the air in here. Okay, let's go. Okay, now, tip from a pro, which I got from a pro, is that when you transition from the vacuum, don't let your stomach hang. When you transition from vacuuming to normal, don't go full normal. Just contract your abs, you know, and keep them contracted for a while, and then hold it there until you're good again. Then you go again. Okay. Honesty time. It's not really super easy. um, and it gives you a whole new respect for like the pro that I learned it from, which is Chris Bumstead. You guys should check him out on Instagram, on YouTube. He's really helpful. And yeah, I just picked that up yesterday, and I picked it up pretty much immediately. And obviously, I'm not hitting like as deep as I possibly can and stuff like that, because I do have stuff in me that I can feel in there. Um, that's like restricting me from, you know, that's making me not want to pull in as much as I possibly can, because, you know, we don't want any complications based on doing just like some goofy thing, or based on trying to teach. You know, you always want to, like, that's another thing. Another tip is, don't be show offish, because what happens is, what you'll notice is, most of the time when people get hurt, they get hurt when they're not training. Because when you're training and you're lifting 150 kgs, you're gonna warm up first properly. Like, you're properly gonna warm up, then you're gonna go again, and then you're gonna increase. Maybe you start skipping, you start, you know, but you're gonna be fully primed by the time you get to that 150. Now, on a normal day, someone's like, hey, I bet you couldn't flip that car. You're not gonna warm up. You're not gonna stretch first. You're not, you know, it's just, it's not there. It's not custom. It's, you just, if you're strong, you just, you pull up, you know? And that's what gets people hurt. It's being in a situation where it's usually a show offish thing, or just having fun or something like that. But just be aware of that. Be aware of those types of situations where you're going to be doing something that's going to put you at risk. Which is another reason why I didn't pull in all the way, is because I was thinking of stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, it would suck to get injured, because getting injured is the worst. But yeah, that was the vacuum. One more time. One more time. Okay, from closer. Whew. Yeah. Not easy. Again, very impressive that Chris Bumstead is able to hold that up while he's on stage and just keep it there and do different poses with it. And yeah, just the control that that guy has is very impressive. You can tell that he really dedicates time and effort to it. And yeah, guys, don't want to make today's video too lengthy. Yeah, thank you. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out very, very much. Please comment down below what you want the next video to be about. If you have any topics for me to discuss, if you have any questions about anything that I've ever spoken about on previous videos, please feel free to interact. Please feel free to like the video. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can unsubscribe if you want to. You know, like it doesn't cost you anything, and you can undo it. It's not a lifetime contract. It's not. It's just, please just hit that button and hit that like button and comment for your boy. It helps the channel grow. It helps other people discover the channel, and it just helps us as a community get bigger so that there are more people to talk to, more people to bounce your ideas off of, because what we want is to build an intelligent community, and a community that is focused on growth and learning off of each other. And I'm trying to build that community space. So you subscribing really helps me a lot. You liking the videos really helps me a lot. Telling your friends. I really love you guys. I really appreciate you guys for what you do for me. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate your time. Thank you for giving me your time once more. And yeah, chase your dreams, spread love, get after it.